What's up? Welcome everybody from Screen Fiends. We are in the live chat section. So people should be showing up here very shortly or taking their time, and B More Brown is the first one in line. But for those who are watching after the live chat is over, we're looking at right now, in my opinion, unless someone reminds me in the chat of one that's more original than this one here. This is Final Destination. Came out in 2000. One of the most strange and original films of its time. Now, I'm quite sure you guys are familiar with Final Destination. The Matrix is good, but we've seen movies just like The Matrix. Equilibrium, Dark City. Go watch those movies and then tell me about The Matrix again. See, the thing of this is, this movie is oddly strange because the mystery of death and how it surrounds things, and death comes in threes, played a large part in this film. This film came out in 2000. It was the last plane film that was shown before 9/11. This is the story of a kid who sensed that the plane would go down. He seen it go down in his dreams right before it happened. He daydreamed it. He told people the plane was going to go down. He got off the plane and the plane blew up and went down just as he saw it in his dream while he was on the plane. It was very well shot. This is Final Destination, the first one. Before it started, this started the whole Final Destination series. But the first one, no, we don't need a new one. This was only needed to be one and done. And that's how it was intended. Now, Final Destination had a lot of changes that was done to the film. And what they did was make Death a character. Death followed them because they broke the design of Death. They were supposed to die on the plane. By him seeing what he saw, he saved a couple of people. And Death went after them in that order. This is based off the superstition that people have in real life about these, scenarios. But what was weird about this is that a case like this happened before, where someone said something and it actually happened. Like, these occurrences happened that made them say, well, let's make a movie. That'd be cool based on a movie doing that. And the way it was shot was amazing. And my cousin saw this before me. I wasn't that interested when I saw the trailers. I just thought it was another teen drama type movie. And when he went and saw it, he said, no, you got to see this. He said, this film here, nothing that you saw in the trailers, nobody dies that way. Because that's one thing that turned me off was the trailer. In the trailer, they show like everybody basically dying in the trailer. But he was like, the trailers fool you. Nobody dies that way in the trailer. I'm like, oh, okay, well, let me go check it out. Yeah, and this movie came out from 9/11. They said that people from 9/11 was watching this film and seeing how plane crashes like impact people. They try to use any way to connect Final Destination out. Any movie that came out that had an airplane in it with airplane security was totally removed from movie theaters. Like Big Trouble, the movie Big Trouble was removed. Could not see it in the movie theater. It got postponed and taken out. Anything with terrorists, all those movies were kicked out. And you couldn't go see them. They were not going to release them in the movie theaters. I was like, wow, no promotion, nothing. Well, a lot of people don't know about the movie page, and those who do, these are for the dedicated ones who know and actually keep up with what I say. They get to see these type of things. As he freaks out and says, yo, this plane finna blow. I've seen it. And his brother sent him to go check on him. And she just decided to get up and get off the plane. So naturally, those who survived are riddled with guilt. This is Final Destination. He said it looks hilarious without sound. Yeah, now a lot of parts in here is cheesy. I'm not saying this is the greatest movie of all times. Now, a lot of this stuff is teen stuff, and none of this stuff would actually go down in reality. This guy just happens to be around. NSA would have had him in custody for like a week and a half. But see, when the guy said it was going to happen, then the plane actually blew up. Everybody looked at him as if he was a witch or he did it himself. No, that was before TSA. No, this is before everybody went into a frenzy. This is right before 9/11. And how airport security had totally changed. Like I said, that's why they kicked some of the movies out. And death started to come for them one by one. And everyone thought he was going to be the villain because he was the coroner. He knew all about death. He's Mr. Horror Movie. He's the Sandman. I mean, Candyman. His voice alone is terrifying. So if you know any original movies in this millennium, you can feel free to post the ones that you like. I said this is still the best so far of original concept. But what you don't know is the ending of this film is very weak. You know why? Because they changed the ending to fit the fans. And I hate when they do that. The ending they had was perfect. The ending to this film now is so dumb. The one that they got that everybody gets to see is so dumb. The original ending is nothing like this. But it started a trend that everybody started going to see these movies and they just kept focusing on the deaths. That even on the DVD extras of the other ones like Destination 4 and 5 and all them, all they do is focus on the deaths. The storyline is really weak and they just follow the same premise, and it's just like people were going to the show like, man, I can't wait to see what deaths they got now. Oh, you see the one with this? And even on there you can like pick your death scenes. It's like they just went to the popcorn horror version of it. Now, they kept trying to beat death. Every time he would see something, if he would intervene, it would change. And the death cycle would switch from that person to the next. That's what would happen. It would flip from one person and go over to the next person. So he thought of a way to try to beat death. And in their version, they had a whole different scenario to it. Like, I'm going to see if I can show it to you. I'm gone digital dash on them. All right. Thanks, Eric, for showing up. See, in the original one, I don't know if you guys seen the original film. How many of y'all seen the original? I can't see anything right now. Okay, you have? Okay. It is still one of my favorites. Especially for original concept. Well, here's a spoiler alert. See, in this original script, he's supposed to die. He dies in the original script. When he grabs this wire, he fries to death. But they changed it and let him live. So, boom. Okay, I'm back. He lives. Then it's 6 months later, after this big plane crash, death has come for them. 6 months later, they all go to Paris, the surviving members, go over to Paris and finally fly out and get on a plane and go to Paris in remembrance of everybody who was there. And when I tell you why they changed the ending, it's going to make it so much retarded. They changed it because they didn't want this guy to live. People were upset that he got to survive in the film. They wanted him to die. Because he was such an a-hole, they wanted him to die. His character. In the test screening. So they changed the entire ending based off people not liking the fact that guy lived in the original script. They didn't like him. Because he was an a-hole through the entire film. So they said, let's come up with this thing where you go to Paris and then you get killed. It was really dumb, really stupid, and it made no sense for them to change this ending. Because in part 2, they kill him off anyway. And she's in part 2. They just make it look like, oh, a brick fell on his head. So the guy who started this whole thing, a brick just falls on his head out of the sky and kills him. Wow, how creative. That was the worst transition of a character I've ever seen. You should have stuck with the original ending if you were going to do that. It would have made a lot more sense. It made no sense to kill him off the screen when you could have did it on the screen. That ending was dumb. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show y'all the original ending. Because I know I got it. That's on cable. But I know I got it here. Let me use my Spidey sense. I can find it quick. I should be able to. But now that the pressure's on, I might not be able to find it quick. Because that ending just upsetted me all over again. I hate when a movie screw up the ending. But don't forget, Saw is another a great original concept too in this new millennium. Don't forget Saw. And Saw was another one that just got crazy. People just wanted to see the puzzles. Your friend said you left the door unlocked. Now you must unlock this. I know, it got real goofy. The traps got stupid. They didn't even make no sense no more. There was no way out the traps no more. It's like there's no way out. Everything turned into scary movie. I call it the scary movie syndrome. Mm-hmm. Now I can't find the doggone thing. It's been in my face and I know I've seen it 1,000 times. Now when I'm looking for it, I can't find it. But you know what? I bet you there it is too. Nope, that's part 3. How do I have part 3 and can't see part 1? Do you know on the DVD it actually tells you when you're gonna die? You could play a game and it tells you what time you're going to die. My cousin used to play that 1,000 times. Look, it tells you when you're going to die. I'm like, y'all are nuts. I don't even want to play that game. Now all of a sudden I can't find it. Did I move it? Or did I get grand larcenied again? Somebody came in here and grand larcenied me for my move. I'm going to be very upset. Man. Oh, great. Now it's time to rotate. That makes no sense. Makes no sense, y'all. None whatsoever. But I'll tell you one thing. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, I'm not going anywhere till I find it. This party was not gonna stop. This party was not gonna stop until then. Now I'm gonna show you the original ending. Where is this thing? La La Land. I love this movie. The picture, the sound, everything is perfect. Don't judge me. City of Stars. All right. Here we go. This is the original Final Destination DVD set. Like I said, you can choose and play the death game. You could test to see if you're a psychic, and you could play the death clock. Who wants to do the death clock? Who wants to find out when they're gonna go? I can't see anything. Are we still streaming? Okay, I see one person in. Okay, Mike, you're up. All right, Mike. Mike, it's you. What is your general health condition? You would say it's poor, fair, what? What is it, Mike? Above average. Okay. How often do you exercise? You gotta be quick with it, Mike, if you're gonna be in the chat. Alright, well, someone said regularly. We're gonna go there. What is your weight? Uh-oh. Average. How active is your lifestyle? Reasonably active. What are your favorite foods? All right, we're gonna say very. We're gonna go with burgers and fries because everybody is saying burgers and fries. Do you smoke cigarettes? I used to, but I quit. Less than a pack a day. Okay, I guess everybody's saying never. So we gonna roll with never. Any history of heart disease or cancer or illness in the family? Yes, a little. Okay. All right, they finna calculate when you're gonna go. It's calculating. Oh, you supposed to already be gone. January 19, 2017. Wow. Wow, you already gone. This movie was made in 2000. All right, here's the psychic test. See how many you get right out of 25. Okay, which one y'all want to do? Square, the plus, the star, wavy lines. There it is, wavy lines. Nope, it was circle. All right, here was the next one. Wavy lines, square. Nope, correct one was the square. All right, here we go. Question number 3. Okay, it's number 3 now. Who got it? Which one do you think they're picking? What's in the computer's mind? Is it the star? All right, everybody wants the plus. Nope, it was the star. Noah, you called it. Okay, this is test 4. To know if y'all picking the right one, put the test number and put what you want to put in there. Is it the circle, star for test 4? I'm a ghost. Put test 4. Wavy lines. Okay, everybody saying wavy. 4 and wavy. Boom! We got one! We got it right, baby! We psychics! Alright, here we go. Test 5. Put 5 and what you think we should go with. Herbert Moore still hasn't gotten this right. But we got 2 for the circle, 2 for the plus sign. Somebody's got to be the tiebreaker here. Who's going to be the tiebreaker? Okay, there it is. That's 3 for the circle. And it was the plus sign. Oh, man. Everybody who said plus should be kicking them right now. They just cost y'all. Yeah. Man, we got some psychic people up in here. Noah might be a psychic. All right, Noah, here we go. Test 6. Which one we going with, Noah? All right, we going with square. Boom! Oh, man! Noah's on fire. What is going on here? We's a real life psychic. Man, he done nailed 4 in a row. All right, we on test 7 now. He's an X-Man. All right. Test 7. All right, we got a plus sign here. Oh, man, we got 3 different answers. Noah says the star. Y'all said it's the plus sign. Let's see this since he's been hot. Oh, it was the square. Somebody else called the square too, I think. Nah, somebody called it so. All right, put test 8 and put which one you want. The wavy lines, the square, the plus, the circle, or the star. So we know you ain't on delay. Trez, I guess he's stuck. Uh-oh. Noah said star. Trez said the plus. We're going to go with you, Trez. Here we go, the plus. Everybody else got theirs. It was the circle. Oh, man. Way to go, Dre. Dre Prince got that one. Test 9. All right, Tevin. Which one? Test 9, wavy lines. It was the plus. And everybody was on the wavy line that time. That was crazy. All right, I'm going to do one. Yeah, they switching them up. I'm going to pick wavy lines. Okay, I was wrong. Test 11. Put test 11 in there and y'all pick one. It was the square. Dun, dun, dun. What's up? Well, we're doing a psychic test, Jesse. We're here live in the chat now. You've arrived at the psychic part of the test. Put test 12 and pick circle, square, plus, star. Uh-oh, there it is. Star. Oh, it was the wavy lines. I'm too wavy. Test 13. What y'all got for test 13? Circle. All right, we got 2 Jessies involved. It was the wavy lines again. They done stuck us up. Herbert said the first one. And you right. Go ahead, Herb. Go ahead, Herb. Herbert's in the house. Test 15. We flying through them now. This is psychic. Psychic ability. Oh, everybody's saying circle. Man, this is unanimous. Oh, it was plus sign. Oh, man. All right. Now, let's go and show you what was going on. We've had a lot of fun with the game. I might bring that one to the to the big screen. This is what I was telling you. This is the run it back. This was I was telling you. This was the original ending, and they changed it. This is the way it should have ended. See, they made a change because they test screened it, and people was so upset that he died. They didn't like the fact he died and the jerk lived. The guy who was the prick in the movie, he lived and this guy got to die. But it made sense for the movie that he died. This is Final Destination. This is the guy from Final Destination, right? This is Final Destination. This is the scene you've never seen before. This is the scene they cut out of the movie he was supposed to die. And she got pregnant. And she had his baby. And this would made sense that life defeats death. This is what they were trying, and this is how they cut all this out. And it's like he's looking after them in the afterlife and protecting them. And see, there's the breeze. And that's supposed to be him. She's in his old room. See, people didn't like that he lived. That's why they changed the entire script and redid that whole fake Paris scene, which ruined the whole ending of the movie to me. Putting that in there. This ending was much better and made more sense. Because, yeah, he was a prick, but, everybody dying kind of turned him around. It gave the movie an arc that he ended up changing. He didn't remain a prick all the way to the end of the movie. They're like, people's outraged. That guy died and he lived. This is terrible. I'm like, he made a whole 180 change. The main character dying adds an arc to the film. Because when they did the sequel, they killed him off anyway. And there's the leaf. And that's how that ended. And that was the ending they should have stayed with. One character made them panic and changed the entire film and the complexity of it. That's why the sequel makes no sense. Because they had her in there, and when they were making the sequel, they were like, we were flipping a coin on who should we bring back. He's like, we literally just flipped the coin and decided we were going to bring Claire back. instead of bringing him back. And it made no sense. They just had a newspaper clipping saying that his character was killed. A brick fell and hit him in the head, and he was dead. I'm like, so you wasted him. You should have just let him die in part one like you had in the original script, and then bridged it on. She would have still been the surviving character, so it would have made more sense when you went to the sequel. It became stupid because they wanted to continue this roller coaster ride. But see, here it made sense. It gave a closure to the film that was never there before. Life beats death. That was it. Most of that stuff you ain't gonna see budgets for it no more. Like Boys in the Hood and all those. We ain't gonna get any more of those. Unless those go straight to video. They do not get budget money for that. The Hughes brothers, most of them, they just did the Alan Hughes is the one actually still directed. He just did the Defiant Ones with Dr. Dre and the thing for HBO. He went to making music videos and stuff. But Albert is he's the main director out of all of them. He just did the Defiant Ones. And that's going to be huge. Trust me, you ain't going to want to miss the Defiant Ones. That whole series, you're going to be hooked. From when you see the first one on. The Defiant Ones, it's Jimmy Iovine's story mixed with Dr. Dre. You're going to find out a lot of stuff that happened with the bad boy. The death row and why Dre left. Everything. You're going to find out everything watching the Defiant Ones. A lot of people sleep because they don't know what that's going to be about. You're going to hear about everything. Dr. Dre, they going to get Dr. Dre to talk. He's going to apologize to D. Barnes live. D. Browns is going to be face to face with Dr. Dre on the Defiant Ones. I didn't see the trailer. Oh, you missed a lot, Big Will. You're going to want to go back and watch this. I don't know if they're going to talk about Miss Chalet yet. I don't know what's happening there. But oh yeah, it's a lot of stuff that happens when it comes to film and movies that you guys would be shocked and amazed. They changing these characters. It's coming out on HBO. The Defiant Ones will be out on HBO. Matter of fact, the first episode should have probably came out already. I done told y'all about this, right? Y'all already know about middlemen, right? I don't want to interview nobody that talking about they know where bodies are buried. Yep. Oh, it debuted today? The Defiant Ones at 10 p.m. on HBO? Oh, man, y'all finna get blown away then. No, I didn't see Atomic Blonde early, and I wouldn't want to see it. Jesse, have you ever bought anything online? It's because of this. In 1995, you could not buy anything on the internet online. Everything was dial-up. Porn was the first thing you were able to buy online. There was no code for it at all. It did not exist. People had to write checks and mail things in out of magazines. Yep. This is the true story of how it came out to be. A doggone cokehead and a weed head got together, two idiots trying to get porn off the internet, came up with an idea that changed the entire world. They were just trying to come up with a way to make the internet porn more better. Because all they had was still pictures. They were like, man, why can't we just take pictures and put them on the internet and charge people for them? And he's like, there's no way. There's no system for that. There's no program for it. There's nothing for it at all. There was no code. And this guy said, leave me alone. He came up with a code where people could pay online to see porn, not realizing what he stumbled upon. Then they charge people $9.99. He's like, why not just charge them $10? He was like, no. If you charge somebody $9.99, psychologically they think they're getting a good deal, which is true. So they had all these things going on. Boom, boom, boom. But sex housewives was the top thing hitting off. Bing, 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 bing. They were hitting every second $9. Ding, 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 ding. Every second it was hitting $9, $9, $9.99, $9.99, $9.99. They was making so much money. They went crazy. They were just spinning their hand over fist. They was just coming in too fast. So they were growing, and they said, well, we need to expand our content. Let's go get this Russian mobster who run the strip club. Let's pay him some money so we could film his girls and then put it on the internet, and we'll split some of the money with him. They didn't realize the capabilities of what they stumbled upon. They came up with a system where anybody across the world could buy something. They don't even have to meet the other person. You're just a middleman. You get paid off the transaction because you set up the code. That means if somebody wanted to buy a waffle cone somewhere, or a little waffle maker or whatever, they could buy that and use your code to do it. It don't have to just be for porn. They didn't realize they had $1 billion profitable business. And what's ended up today becoming PayPal. So this is basically the story of PayPal and how PayPal came into existence. Which was really, first it was pay.com. This movie is epic. You must watch Middlemen. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You will see how these idiots screwed up. They had $1 million check sitting under a candy bar. They were so out of order. It was stuff going on in there with them crazy dudes. They need this guy to come in there and get them some structure. Middleman is the movie to see. You probably can find it on your Netflix or anywhere you got it, but you need to watch this movie. This is epic. You got porn stars, everything. They use porn. This actually affected the war in Iraq. The people in Iraq wanted to see the war porn. They were hooked on it. So they had one of the girls keep them online by using the war porn. They had her do like this theme war porn. They had her go on a certain time so they could get an angle on where the terrorist was at. So they can go blow them up. Middleman is the movie. You don't want to not see Middleman, period. Hands down. It was like one of the best movies that year. Just from hearing me talk about it, I already know y'all, that's a movie you gonna want to see. Period. See, I get the classic movies. Let me see another good movie that people don't talk about. The guy who made a movie about himself. Tucker Max. I hope they serve beer in hell. This guy's an a-hole. And he just made a movie about himself and wrote a book about himself called I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. Because that's pretty much where he was going. Tucker Max just every night, new women, partying, rich guy with money. And he was an a-hole about it. Very funny. Very funny movie. See, I like to see the movies like if they have DVD commentary. I want to see the DVD commentary to movies that wasn't like they were fighting on the set all the time, and then when the commentary come out, be like, "Oh yeah, he was great. You know, great to work with. You know, we had a blast. You know, and the lighting guy, everybody was just wonderful." I just crack up laughing at those. But man, I tell you, that Fantastic Four was so bad. It was so bad. There was no DVD commentary. Nothing. Period. It was completely silence. You heard nothing. It was Silence of the Lambs. You saw the movie and then it cuts off. I'm like, man, they didn't even give us no DVD commentary. Now, no one talks about this movie, but this was good. Big Game. This is a good movie. Nobody talked about it. Samuel L. Jackson, who's like the president of the United States, his plane gets shot down and he tried to get assassinated by his guy that's helping him. And this little kid who's tribally in the woods been taught this is like his first mission, a hunt. And he's supposed to go bring back a trophy. He goes out there and finds the president of the United States. And there's a hunt going on. It's the big game. This was actually pretty good. I watched it. I was like, man, it had some funny moments in there. And you already know this is one of my favorites, Whiplash. I was one of the main guys talking about Whiplash before it even won an award. I'm like, Whiplash! It's a great movie. And of course, they end up coming out with La La Land. And I love Punisher Warzone. This is my favorite Punisher movie. The best one they put out to me, Punisher Warzone. Oh man, I could watch that all day. Give me some Punisher Warzone. Let me see. This is for those who are deep in the arts of a film. This film is dark. This film is creepy. And it's confusing for some. Me, I understood it completely. And of course, everybody's seen A Man Apart with Vin Diesel. Everybody's seen A Man Apart. That's everybody's movie there. He think he found some weight. Nah, the trolls don't be up in here.
You know what I'm saying? This new dude was supposed to hook me up, put me back rolling again.
Whoa, what new dude?
I don't know his name, man. He contacted me, he said he had this, that, and the other. He said he had keys for $14,000. So I'm with that, I'm thinking everything valid. Hell no, then this stupid motherfucker gonna call me back, telling me some shit about he want $20,000 a key. And I gotta buy it? I'm like, man, you stupid. Who you think you talking to? Man, you kiss my ass.
So what happened?
What you mean?
Why you still alive and your homies are dead?
I was in the attic. You know what? Hi.
Hi.
What kind of cowboy shit is that, man?
You see homie in there in that chair with his tongue pulled through his neck?
Reflex is too slow.
Reflex is too slow.
Bullshit, dog. The name.
Reflex is too slow.
I ain't telling y'all shit else. Nothing else. I'm cool with y'all. These motherfuckers ain't no joke. They was scout me and send my braids to my mama. What y'all gonna do? Take me to jail? Take me then. I'm cold anyway. Give me a fucking coat. Put me in a car.
You got some hard head right now.
You sure about that? You're not gonna tell us anything else?
Nothing else.
You don't want to talk anymore?
What you saying? He ain't gonna talk.
You sure about that?
Here you go.
You think you're a player because you got an S600?
This the line everybody knows.
Dubs, there's black ass dubs on that piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
Does he think because of this cat he's a gangster?
Get your hands off me, man.
Not because it's played out platinum. You don't think you're crossing them over, do you? Huh? Back in the day, I would have taken this shit from you. Or you think you're a man because you move a key here and there. That ain't weight. Did he think that was weight in that piece of shit?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. The real motherfuckers don't move a key here and there. They move 50 metric tons a month. I'm gonna ask you.
On my face, man.
That's the line there. They don't move a key here and there every other day. They move 50 metric tons a month. Watch how my man change his whole attitude when he start putting the bullets in that gun.
Now, I'm gonna ask you one more time. What's the name?
Man, I don't know his name. Hey, man.
What the fuck is his name?
Hey, man. What's up with your people,
What's the
man?
fucking name?
Hey. Sean. I don't know, man. Motherfucking name Hollywood Jack, man. Hollywood Jack, man. My name is Ro Johnson. I don't want no problems with y'all, man. The rest of the dope down the street in the Great Monte Carlo.
He gave up everything. My man gave up. He gave up not only the name, he gave up everything. My man said the rest of the dope is down there in the car. My grandma stay on 5th Street. My name is Ronnie Living Loke. I don't want no problems with y'all, man. His name is Hollywood Jack, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I mean, he was ready to go. Tell him everything he needed to know. All that fake tough talk was over. My man was talking like, man, take me to jail, man. I'm cold anyway. See, when it got hot, my man gave up everything in 10 seconds. No, man, take that, man. My name is Ronnie Moore. The rest of the dope downstairs, down the street in the car over there to Monte Carlo. I don't want no problems with y'all. Oh, man. Woo. And I think we gonna wrap. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock here. I gotta get up and get out of here. Nice chatting with y'all. Thanks for subscribing to Screen Fiends. We've had fun.